Hey guys, today's video is going to be about some of the exercises that we'll be using this weekend for our lessons. And this is Jazz, a client's horse that has been here a few days. He's gigantic, he's about 18 hands, so I feel very high up. I've got a great view of everything. And he's going to take us through some of the exercises.
Okay, so to talk you through what we're doing today, we have the green and white oxer there. So that is kind of a low wide oxer that's going to get used quite a lot in these exercises. There is those pink and white cavalettis, 3 bounces in a row. They're about at 4 steps and they're set at half height just because there's a lot going on, so I didn't want to make them too big for the young horses. Then there's your green, the solid green canter poles in the curve. They're at about 4 steps in the center, roughly. Then we have this green and white striped plank vertical. It has a bounce pole on each side, and that's set 2 strides from the bounce poles. Then you've got these 2 I didn't actually set at any particular distance. I just made them nice long lines, so you can do the pink and white all the way down to this green and white in whatever distance. You can play around with the distance a little bit. Obviously you can jump through the gap there, pop this pink one, and same with the pink to the green down here. It's just a riding off your eye kind of exercise. Then we'll take you through all the many things that you can do with a simple setup like this. So enjoy. Okay, so the first exercise is just going to be trotting into this small but wide oxer, which we're going to use in a couple of the exercises that we'll do from trot and canter. So we'll do that one more time, see if we can land the other way. It's a good warm up then, so you can make it wider as you go, don't start too wide. Perfect. Okay, so our next exercise here, we are going to come around the outside of the canter poles on the curve, and we're going to pop this green vertical, which has a bounce pole on takeoff and landing, and then canter down to this pink vertical here, which he thought was a bit spooky. Okay, so this line is just 3 canter bounces on the straight, and same sort of deal. We're just going to keep the rhythm and not obsess over the spot too much down to this green vertical. Good. Okay, so this one we're going to do a cantering in to the green striped vertical, making a left circle, finding our trot. So left circle here, so a perfect opportunity to correct any running. Find our trot, then we're going to trot over our low wide oxer through the center and hopefully land on the right lead because we're doing a right circle next. Yep, and then we're going to do the right circle and find our way to the green plank, the dark green plank oxer vertical up the top there. Good. And you can go around, like Ben picked that up on a bit of an angle, but you could go around and come straighter. Either way, it doesn't really matter, it still serves the purpose. Okay, this time we're just going to try and remove the circles, if we can. So we're going to slow right down. You could even trot this, or like that, and then we're going to that green one up the top, which is a tight turn for him. But it's not super important. If you end up picking it up on the angle, that's great. It still helps you get through that sort of turn.
This is baby Fleur again, who everyone has seen before. Jazz got a bit tired with all the exercises you can do with this setup, so she's a bit of a fill-in.
So here we're just popping through these 3 bounces and then finding our line over there, which was really good. So popping through here, we've been getting about 3 strides, but again, it's all about riding off your eye and looking for that curved line through there. Nice rhythm, nice bend, nice and supple. So now we're just riding some of the lines that Jazz did, but backwards now. And Fleur is going to just pop over this green plank vertical and then balancing up for the bounces, because she'll have to shorten up, yeah, through there. Okay, so now we're coming the other direction, just back through this pink vertical, just reacting to the distance we get coming in. So if we get a short one, we'll move up. Good, and then those poles just to help balance and organize her on the way out. So now we're just going to ride a little bit of a circuit down here. So we've got the pink bounce cavalettis, left turn to the green canter poles, whoa, trying to be very balanced through here. And then 2 strides that should be to this pole, which is a little bit short, so she had to figure that out a little bit there. And then coming around to this wide, low oxa. Super. Easy, a little quiet, whoa. She's only a baby, so yeah, that's better. Let's work her there. Easy, yeah. That's hard for her to sit in that last bit there. So we're just gonna pop through here. Really balanced, quite controlled. The more they sit, this is a collected type exercise. We really wanna start to encourage them to sit a little bit more. That's the way. Perfect, and she's just changed lead there so she can come to that oxa and canter. Perfect. Just wall, easy, easy. You're sitting and turning and 2 wall. Yeah, good girl. Well done, Fleur. Alrighty, so we're just gonna do that the other way. She's a little less balanced this way, so it's gonna be a bit harder for her, but we're gonna let the poles do some of that work. So she sort of thinks about, yeah, that's better. So she thinks about how she can do it better. Trying to keep landing on this right lead. Okay, so we're just gonna ride the lap now. So popping through each of these exercises on the left rein, except we're not using the oxa here. So just coming through here, then cantering on down to our pink plank vertical. Should land left lead, sitting up a little through this turn. Just popping our green vertical, and then we'll balancing to these bounces here. Super. And this is just it back the other way. As I said before, in the small circuit with the oxa, she's a bit weak in this canter, so it's a little harder for her this way. Not that, you know, she does anything other than wants to get a little bit bigger in the canter, and we really wanted to sit up and have to use herself today. Little balance there. Good, well done. Okay, popping through this figure 8 exercise now. So keeping that left rein there, left rein, good. And thinking now about the change onto the right lead, yep. And leg, hopefully she'll pay a bit more attention to this one with the white pole, yeah, she did. And then we're coming to the pink vertical, back to the oxa, good. And then a left turn to our bounces. Super, good. Okay, doing this one backwards now, so starting with that green vertical through our bounce up poles, and then our bounce cavalettis, and then to our oxa, which, would you believe, Ben just actually forgot last time. Then popping over to our pink vertical, coming around to our green vertical with the dark green planks, finding our way to the oxa, and then back right hand turn to here.
I found the exercises were really good at helping me get my eye in, because there's a lot of turning, and also getting the horse relaxed, because the jumps sort of just keep coming up, so they have to think for themselves, and that helps get a much better technique and them starting to jump a lot better as well.